had a chance to hang around Terence. I don't want to be biased. I don't want to sound like I'm hating or I'm mad at anyone. So when I say certain things, I'm not taking shots at no fighter. I'm just saying, speaking from the heart.
Terence Crawford against Floyd Mayweather at 47.
Floyd Mayweather's a GOAT. Oh, absolutely. But Terence Crawford will whoop his ass.
Swear boxing is the only sport where even after the punches stop the drama, just keeps throwing jabs. Crawford just beat Canelo, and instead of popping champagne, he is out here roasting Floyd by calling him a runner.
Feel like you could knock out Mayweather, what would be the outcome of that?
Man, listen, man. That's the GOAT. He one of the GOATs, man. Like, I have nothing but the utmost respect for Mayweather. You know, I would never...
A runner. Like, forget track and field. Floyd might need Usain Bolt sponsorship at this rate. And you know how Floyd gets. Every time someone shines, he is suddenly like, hold up, remember me? It is like that one uncle at a wedding who keeps telling you he used to be the best dancer in the family.
You take a guy like Canelo, this guy can do, he can pick and choose who he want to fight. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude. This dude was not.
And yet Floyd is undefeated respect forever. But let us be real. If Bud's timing and switch hitting got anywhere near that shoulder roll, it is not a defensive masterpiece anymore. It is a liability. You and I know this. Crawford does not just fight you. He solves you like a math problem nobody else could crack. And the funniest part, Floyd knows it.
No, and let me tell you one more thing, man, Max. Seriously. If I could take a prime Terence Crawford, this is how much I believe in this kid, and a prime Floyd Mayweather, with all the tools that Terence Crawford has, I will pick Terence Crawford to beat a prime Mayweather.
And just when Floyd probably thought the smoke was dying down Max Kellerman, and Tim Bradley poured gasoline on it. These two sat there debating Mayweather versus Crawford like it was a Supreme Court case. And Bradley did not just give an opinion, he stamped it. My guy straight up said, I am picking Crawford over prime Floyd. Like he was ordering takeout. I love Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford, I disagree with that because I think Floyd at his best. Because I think Floyd at his best was a better defensive fighter than Crawford. Crawford's a better offensive fighter, but in those kind of matchups, I think defense usually beats the offense.
I don't, because Terence Crawford got more to bring. He got more to bring to the...
Tried to shit back with the whole defense beats offense logic, but come on. You and I know Bud is not just offense. He is the full package. It is like arguing whether a tank beats a shield. Sure, the shield looks good until the tank rolls right over it. And honestly, hearing Bradley talk about it with that much conviction made me sit up, because when a fighter that decorated tells you Crawford solves Floyd's puzzle, you have got to pay attention. Mayweather got the little shoulder roll.
They got the little shoulder roll, I get it, controls distance, but Terence Crawford is also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the Sam Tudor fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Hurt him as well.
Is the kicker. This was not some wild hot take for clicks. Bradley looked dead serious. You could tell he has seen things in Bud's game that make him believe it is not hype, it is real. Max, on the other hand, was hanging on to Floyd's legacy like it was the last life jacket on the Titanic. And that is why we love debates like this. You and me get front row seats to legends clashing over other legends.
Floyd fight Shane in his prime. Do you think he fought him in his prime?
No.
Exactly.
And Zab wasn't quite a Shane-level fighter. That's true. Listen, it'd be a great match. It'd be a great matchup, no doubt. What you said about the other fighters who are avoiding him, those fighters are with Heyman in the PBC. But when you listen, and obviously you're not in a rush to throw your guy in with Terence Crawford if you can make money other ways at 100.
Mosley slid in with a bombshell, saying Floyd's power at 154 felt like Canelo's. Now pause for a second. You and I know Floyd is not remembered for knocking guys into another dimension. He is remembered for making elite fighters look like amateurs. So if Sugar Shane is saying that it tells us Floyd's shots carried a lot more thud than people gave him credit for. But here is the chess game. Crawford is not walking in blind to that.
When I fought Floyd, his power was really good. His power was actually it was the same speed and power as Canelo when I fought Canelo 154. Floyd's strong and he has good power. Speed is deceptive.
Bud thrives on taking calculated risks, pressing forward, poking at your defense until he finds a crack. And that is where this matchup gets delicious. Floyd's shoulder roll is not just a trick. It is a whole system built to drain your confidence. But Crawford, he is not the type to mentally check out after missing 5 counters. He will adjust. He will switch stance. He will bait you right back. That is why this is not just IQ versus IQ. It is pride versus patience. One man trying to protect the 0. The other trying to prove he is the one who could have broken it.
But I still think Crawford, he's a type that he's a type that he wants to get in there and try and knock you out. Those guys are at the same age and say whatever. If Crawford did the same thing, will that fight go to distance? That's a question we're going to ask. Will it go to distance? Or will Crawford
thrives on taking calculated risks, pressing forward, poking at your defense until he finds a crack. And that is where this matchup gets delicious. Floyd's shoulder roll is not just a trick. It is a whole system built to drain your confidence. But Crawford, he is not the type to mentally check out after missing 5 counters. He will adjust. He will switch stance. He will bait you right back. That is why this is not just IQ versus IQ. It is pride versus patience. One man trying to protect the 0. The other trying to prove he is the one who could have broken I. T.
Mayweather's an all-time great. Terence Crawford, I think, will turn out to be an all-time great. So it's a very hard fight to pick, and I think it would depend on at what moment in Mayweather's career and at what moment in Crawford's career are we talking about.
And what I love here, Lampley, was not just protecting Floyd's legacy or hyping Crawford. He is schooling us on how fighters change, how confidence grows, how careers shift with just one trainer, one night, one spark. You and I can sit here and debate Crawford's counters versus Floyd's shoulder roll all day. But what Lampley is really saying is this. Boxing is not frozen. It is not a video game where stats stay locked. These dudes evolve. And that is why it is so dangerous to play fantasy matchmaker. Still admit it. If Crawford ever touched Floyd's shoulder roll, would that mean switch stance setup, you would be leaning off your couch like it is a jump scare in a horror movie.
So I wouldn't want to pick that fight until I saw at what moment in their careers such a thing would take place. It's always dangerous to pick utterly hypothetical fights that are never going to take place except somewhere.
Carmel Moughton strolls in and drops it like a Mike Floyd is always the GOAT. No hesitation, no debate, just Floyd reigning supreme. And yeah, I get it. Respect the king, salute the perfection, but Crawford Bud is knocking on that throne room door like he is moving furniture. And he is not knocking politely. Floyd's greatness is built on precision. The 50 the shoulder roll Bible. But Crawford's is chaos. Switching stances, breaking guys down like a surgeon with a vendetta.
Of course, nobody will ever. I feel like Floyd will always be the greatest of all time. Things have to really line up just so perfectly to be able to do what Floyd did and be all those world champions back to back. So, it's really hard to say that Floyd's not the greatest.
Moughton says Floyd is untouchable. I hear it. I respect it. But I also see Bud lurking in the shadows. Like, cool story. But what if I solve the shoulder roll in 2025? That is the debate that keeps us up at night. You, me, and every fan obsessed with imagining Bud versus the untouchable Floyd. And honestly, it is not just about skills, it is about mentality. Crawford's hunger versus Floyd's legacy. I mean, you cannot fake that kind of obsession. That drive to be the guy who shakes up history. Every punch, every feint, every jab would be a chess move with fireworks attached.
Comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. We've even had the conversation to go as far as who would win in a fight between Terence and Floyd. And I truly don't know the answer to that question.
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah. Who would win that fight?
Floyd.
Floyd would win that
Yes,
fight.
sir. I love you, Terence.
Always figures it out.
Yeah,
He's a chess master.
Yeah, his IQ in
But
that
the
shit
funny
is
thing
crazy.
about it is Terence has been the only other guy that people can say.
Man, just when I thought we had settled into the Floyd versus Crawford mental chessboard, Greg Hackett comes in and drops the Canelo bomb on us, saying Bud is way better than Floyd. And I got to admit, you cannot just shrug that off. Hackett breaks it down perfectly. It is not just about who is faster, slicker, or who can shoulder roll in their sleep. It is about timing power and neutralizing your opponent. Canelo's eyes saw it firsthand. Bud walked in there like a surgeon with a vendetta, catching shots, countering, and even letting Canelo think he had an opening before flipping it on him. Floyd, yeah, he was lightning untouchable, but he made it look like Canelo could have done more. Not that he was completely lost. That is a subtle but savage distinction right there.
70 fights in current time with all those big camps he's been doing and all that. Trust me, it's on wear and tear there. I'm not making excuses for Canelo. I'm just saying I do give Bud his credit though for beating Canelo, and Canelo understands I am a better fighter today than I was back then. But that's hard to say because Floyd, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Bud took maybe 20% of what Floyd did.
And let us be real, Hackett hits the nail on the head with the accomplishments angle. Crawford is now a 3-division undisputed king stacking belts like Tetris pieces, while Floyd's legendary aura still hovers over every fight. It is like comparing a finely aged whiskey to a rare bourbon. You appreciate both, but they hit differently. What Hackett teases is what we have all been itching to debate. Bud did not just survive against Canelo. He imposed himself, touched him up, made him think, made him hesitate. Floyd had speed, education, and that untouchable aura. But Bud has got the hands, the IQ, and the audacity to step in and challenge history itself. I mean, if Canelo is saying it and Hackett is explaining why you have got to sit up and take notes. This is not just talk. It is the blueprint for a debate that will keep boxing fans heated for years.
Well, Canelo was in middle school. He wasn't even, you know what I'm saying? Floyd by that time was already a Harvard graduate. You know what I'm saying? With Crawford, I felt like he maybe was saying, damn, I could have, if I would have threw this or if I would have did that. So, I don't know, man. That's a tough discussion, to be honest, but I like what Bud.
It broke down Canelo's take Eddie Hearn jumps in sounding equal parts proud promoter and straight-talking fan. He admitted he thought Canelo might pull it off, then ate his words watching Crawford boss that ring gutted for Canelo, but thrilled Crawford finally got the stage to show how special he is. Eddie kept it real. Bud looked clinical, imposed himself, and now his resume finally matches the hype. But Hearn also warned this is a new Crawford era. He will want big money, and only certain fights will get him off the throne. You and I both know that when a guy becomes undisputed in 3 divisions, he picks his moments, not the other way around.
Amazing performance by Terence Crawford. Yeah, I'm gutted for Canelo, but I'm actually pleased that Crawford is getting the opportunity to show how great he is, because his resume hasn't really allowed that. Don't get me wrong, he's got some good wins, but he could have beaten so many more of the elite guys from his era. And now that was a big win for him. He's 38 years old. And that to do
called it one of the best fights in American boxing and said Boots is a real test, not a name to be skimmed over. That is the kind of matchup that either cements Bud as all-time or gives us the most electric narrative in years. And Eddie is right about one thing. If you want history, you sometimes need the purse to match the risk. So yeah, we want it. You want it. And honestly, I would pay to watch 5 rounds of that chess match turn street fight. It is the fight that could either raise Crawford higher or make the whole boxing world lose its voice.